Hello all, this is Oracle Princess here. So today I came here for a live reading. So whatever comes through as per your situations and what guidance you need, let's see, you know, what comes. So I'm using the traditional tarot cards for today. Let's see. What messages do my viewers need to know regarding the current situation? Hmm. King of Swords. Okay, let's see more. Okay, so I do feel that there is some kind of, an action that you really want to take. And maybe it's related something to money, or maybe you might want to, connect with your family, be happy. But there are things you need to work on or take the action towards. Let's see what is it about, what action. So you need to be honest with yourself and, uh, the King of Swords is a person, who represents, you know, uh, a person who is very austere and who is very strict with themselves and, always wants to, want to be busy. It's not an inactive person. So I think there is something you want to work towards. Let's see what is it about. Okay, so I'm getting Five of Cups as well. So Five of Cups, the High Priestess. See, these are the two cards. So, in your current situation, there is something, since I got the Ten of Pentacles as well. So, it shows that, you're happy, contented with your family life situation, and maybe something related to money, but you need to work towards. There is something you really want to work towards, but there is a grief, some kind of grief, which you need to process, or, you need something is there in your mind which you really need to, work through this. There is a grief. And the high priestess shows you need to connect to your intuition, to get the answer or, to process this through. So let's see what is it. What's something, the collective here has to process or the grief. What is it about? What's the sadness about? And what's the work, that the collective needs to do? So the devil. Yeah, so I'm getting two cards. First was the devil, then the second was nine of wands. So it shows to me that there might be some fears. There might be some fears or maybe some negative attachments, but it shows that things are on the mend. You might not be where you want to be, you know, but at the end of the day, it shows nine of wands as a card which shows you will get to where you want to, but you're on the mend, you're on the right direction. Just move forward. It might be difficult. I want to know more about what is it you're working towards or what action, because you're not an inactive person, it shows, and you are really working towards something. You need a good, you want to stay with your family happy, and even, there are like issues with money, which, you're, it shows that you're almost, quite happy, but there are things you need to work on and some grief. Let's see what is it about, what you need to work on, what direction. As the Knight of Wands I got earlier, which shows that there is something you really want to head towards. What is it? Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment. Okay, so there might be some project, some idea in your mind which you want to work towards, but maybe there are choices you need to make for this. You are not yet very much, decided about it, but it is a life-changing decision. Yes, it the judgment card is not a major decision. It's a very big life-changing decision. So I think you really need to work, through the choice or the decision, as it will impact your long-term, growth or your life as well. Your life will change. So this is not just a simple choice that you're having here. Let's see what else I'm getting. Huh? Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it shows the first card that I got was the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Now here the Ace of Pentacles. So it tells me that you are not an inactive person. Definitely, always keep one to go, and you are quite honest, very disciplined. But you need to manage out things. If you want to collaborate and work with others, go towards it, you'll have the success. And the Ace of Pentacles shows that there is a good financial abundance coming towards you. Yeah. So the King of Wands, which I got earlier, was a King of Wands is a person actually who really wants to, when he decides on something, he'll just rush towards it. So I would suggest don't be impulsive. As I got the Judgment card, it is a very big, major, life-changing decision you have to make, and I think you can do it quite well. If the idea, whichever you're having in mind, you want to work towards it or pursue it, you need to go towards. Yeah, it will give you the pentacles, or the money or the financial abundance, the Ten of Pentacles that you desire. So the Ten of Pentacles is a good card, and it shows that your needs of your more means fulfillment regarding like with money will be met. There's a good financial abundance as well for you. Let's see more. What other messages do I get for the collective here? Okay. What other messages? The messages for the collective. Two of Cups. There seems to be a partnership. So, what is this partnership about? Okay. What is this partnership about? Four of Pentacles. It shows there are things, you want to work towards something. There is a partnership coming, but you're very strictly holding on to something. So sometimes it happens that, we desire something else and we want to work towards something. But if we keep holding on to some things that we already have and not let go of it, and we can't go towards the next best thing that might be coming towards us, or, in our life, which we need to go towards. So I think you need to work to kind of let go and go into some other directions as well to attract this Two of Cups, or uh, an opportunity or some collaboration of some sort. Yeah, let's see. Okay, the card that fell was the Lovers card. So the Lovers card shows that there is a choice. So like I told you, there is a choice you need to make. See, whenever I'm getting a choice, it shows like the major arcana cards that I got earlier. So if you guys know about the major arcana, these are major, challenges or maybe the lessons that the person needs to learn. So I think the decision you are facing with the Judgment card or the Lovers. Yeah. So these are the two cards I got earlier. So these are choices, or life lessons basically which you need to learn. I can tell you some points, which will help you make the better choice or the decision, which is um, you can just sit down with your thought and see what is holding you back from, moving forward. If you have checked out my shadow work series, there I talked about emotions and how to process your emotions. You can go and check that first, and it will give you an insight on how to process your emotion and what's holding you back from this major life changing decision that can really help you get the pentacles you want, right? So yeah, see the pentacles. So I think you need to let go of your fears, and whatever is it that you're holding yourself, from that is hindering you from getting that pentacles, or the Four of Pentacles, which I got earlier as well. You're just trying to hold on to something which might not be that great. But if you move towards something new, you're getting something good as well, which is coming towards you. So you need to work for it. Go towards this Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is kind of like an opportunity you might be get for collaboration or work with someone. Yeah. So that's what I'm strongly getting. Let's see what other messages are there for my collective today. Okay. Page of Pentacles. So it shows the reading today is more about money. So might be that though it's a timeless reading, whenever you're looking like maybe reading this means getting this message, it will be relevant to your situation, whichever situations you're facing. But it shows that there are some obstacles or something blocking towards to get the money or the pentacle. So the Page of Pentacles shows a person who is just very keen onto something, learning something. So you need to also, balance your life, not just focus on this money, what you want. I understand that, there are things you really want to do and you're just focusing yourself on the, work which can give you the money or the, career. But I think there are other things you need to balance as well, your life. Uh, I'm strongly getting that getting some relaxation or working on other things apart just from your work or your school or studies might also help to get the balance needed so you can make the correct judgment or the decision. Yeah. So what else? Queen of Cups. So yes, the balance. I just told you the balance. You need to balance. Like the Queen of Cups is someone who's quite intuitive and in tune with her emotions. So you have to be in tune with your emotions. It shows that maybe going towards the sea or water might really help you. Or as I told you, the nature green. So being with nature or, towards, going on a vacation towards some, seas or some vacation somewhere near water will be helpful. You can do these. Else, what else is there for my collective? Let's see. What else is there for my collective? Okay, Ace of Cups. See, if you, yeah, so what I was getting is if you work towards this, like you get in tune with your emotions and besides only focusing on your, pentacle or, the work or the project or business idea, if you get in tune with your emotions, you will get the Ace of Cups, means something which you are actually passionate about. You can make that sound judgment or, the choice which will give you the Ace of Cups you're passionate about and work towards. So I think that is something which will really help you out as well. Yeah. So see, I would suggest that to help you out with your emotions. Like I said, the shadow work series, if you don't know what shadow work means, is I mostly talk about shadow work because that I've worked on myself as well, my life. And it helped me change my mindset like 360 degrees. So we not always strive for perfection. It's because we want the happiness or the joy or you know uh, the things we like in our life might not be something we are doing right now. There might be some blockages or something which is holding us back. We can know what's going on with us. How can we improve ourselves when we work on our shadow self, or the feelings or the emotions we feel. So you can really check out my shadow work series. I'll put more videos and explain other more important things or ideas or concepts which will help you as well. So, like I said, it's kind of like a timeless, uh, you know, reading. whenever you're seeing. It will be, I hope it's resonating. It will resonate with you, and you might get some idea or insights as to what you need to do about your current situation, as this live streaming today is about current situation. So, yeah, you can work towards your current situation. Current situation. And yeah, so let me know what else. Let's tap into some other messages apart from the money messages that we got. Or I think I've already told you regarding the money situation, the choice that you are wanting to make, but you're hesitant about what you need to do and how you can do it. Yeah. So this was a message for certain someone who might need it. Okay, let's tap onto some other messages you can see. Yeah, just a minute. Let me shuffle the cards again and let's tap onto some other messages. You can subscribe to my channel as well, so you'll get daily guidance messages about your life, current situations, your career, your maybe your love situations or family, or maybe even health. So I'm not a I would like to say I'm not a doctor or a medical person, but in case you're concerned about your health, your maybe mental health, physical health, or maybe overall well-being as well, or your money, career, love, any aspects of your life which is bothering you, you need some guidance or help, you can definitely come to me, and I'll give you the guidance. So you can book my paid oracle readings, or through tarot as well. I can give you the guidance. You just need to mail me in my given mail ID, which I've pinned in my bio, and the description as well. You can check that out, right? And yeah, you can just mail me. So uh, just mail me in through my official mail ID, which I have pinned. Just a minute. Let's see what other messages are there for my collective apart from the money. Let's tap on the love. Let's see what's coming into love. What's the current situation? What's going on? And Five of Cups. So there is a grief. It shows you need. Okay, Eight of Wands. What's the Eight of Wands? Is the Five of Cups and the Eight of Wands. About Five of Cups. Okay, so the Five of Cups, since it's regarding love, I'm saying, uh, so there is something you are sad about, and you're sad because you're quite emotionally invested in it. Maybe you're quite invested in it and working towards it, but it didn't turn out the way you wanted. But it shows, the Page of Swords is someone who is curious and wants to know about information and things. And the Eight of Wands, it shows that the information you seek will be coming to you fast. If since it's about love, let's see what is the information, what you're trying, what's the grief that you are trying to process, what's the information you're trying to get out of it, out of the situation. Let's see. Okay, Queen of Cups. So, okay, it's regarding your emotions, like you want to tap into the, intuitive, uh, feeling which you have, and get your emotions in balance or check. So you are wanting to process some information, or you're curious about something. Let's see what you're curious about. Okay. Ten of Wands, you might be doing more work than needed. Because the Ten of Wands, always suggests that maybe if it's in relationship, it's not that great of a card, because Ten of Wands always signifies a person. who is working too hard but might not be getting that recognition or the respect that is needed, that you deserve. So I would suggest, just take a break. Like I said, if you want to, you need to exercise self-love more or learn more about self-love, because when you learn more about self-love, about yourself, when you know yourself better, so uh, then you don't over tend to, give someone more than what they deserve, because you love yourself more and you try to give things to yourself, and eventually things fall in place. So the grief that you had, you know the Five of Cups will get out of this. There won't be, the information that you were seeking, like what to do in this situation, because you're just too caught up in your grief. You don't know what to do. I would suggest that, to overcome this Ten of Wands, or, the burdening feeling of this, or the emotional burden you might be feeling, you can get out of this. Let's see how, what you should do, what you can do. Yeah. Okay, Knight of Swords. You need to keep an open mind. Just don't see, there is a transformation. The Knight of Swords always means a transformation. It's not like things won't work out, but there needs to be a transformation of your mind. So you need to keep an open mind. What's the transformation about? Let's see. But yeah, I'd like to remind you that things won't work out the way it used to earlier. So only you're having this emotional burdening feeling, and you need to get out of this. Yeah, see the Lovers card. So when you have an open mind, don't be. I'd give you some suggestions. Don't be too harsh on your partner if you're already dealing with someone. If you're single, means you need to keep an open mind. Keep your options open. Don't just rush into something, which might be harmful for you. You'll get the love you need. So the Lovers card is something, it's a major arcana, like, So this card shows that there is mutual attraction, love, the love you want. You will attract it, but you need to keep an open mind. Basically, don't burden yourself or overgive or attract the wrong person. So this also comes under the law of attraction. So you attract what you think. So, I would suggest that don't, you know, don't get into don't get into more grief or sadness, because or fear, because if you feed your thoughts with more fear or grief, you'll attract things that you don't want, and that's not what I want for my collective here. So you need to work on things. Yeah, so you need to work on things, and make it work out. Keep an open mind. So the message I'm getting here is that you need to keep an open mind for the love you need, that you want to attract. It will eventually come. There needs to be a transformation. It won't happen overnight. The way you think, the way, you did things in the past, the way you overgive or overdo for people, they might be taking advantage of it. You need to acknowledge your feelings, your emotions, work for yourself, not for others, because when you give yourself, you also attract, a person who will give to you, where you don't have to overgive. So these are a few things, it's about the law of attraction. You attract what you do. Yeah. So these are the few things you need to keep in mind as well. Let's see. Yeah, Ace of Wands. See, I'm getting good cards now. See, like, Ace of Wands, yeah, there's a passionate new beginning. See, the Lovers card and the Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning coming. Yeah, and the Three of Cups as well. He'll be happy celebrating. There's a celebration too coming in the corner. Yeah. So what's coming for you is a celebration, Lovers card, a passionate new beginning, and yeah, Three of Cups. So, however, there is a transformation which has to be made, which has to be done. Transformation of the mind, the way you think, the way you work. Because right now you're in this state. So let's see some other messages. Okay, let's see how long would it take, for this love or this passionate new beginning. If you do the transformation and you keep an open mind and don't rush into things or things which are not good for you and overcome the grief. Yeah. So how long will things take a new turn and you'll get a new beginning with someone you love? Well, something which helps you. See, it might happen in 20 days, means in a month. It won't take long. I think you just need to process your emotions. That's all. Uh, it will be quite easy to do. I'll give more videos on shadow work so you can process. Okay, so you need to work on this so you don't fall into depression or confusion. Don't keep confusions in mind, because the more, see, if you keep this confusion or depression and attract that, it might take more than a year for you to recover through this. But like I said, if you take my message seriously, work towards you know what's right for you, what's good for you, and you give yourself more than what you have given others. So don't focus on others for now. Just focus on yourself. What can make you feel good? Like it might be going out with your family or your siblings or friends, or going on a vacation, buying some stuffs for yourself, to make you look good, or anything, which you like. Work for yourself, work on your well-being. So that will help you shift your perspective, make an open mind, keep an open mind basically. Things will work out in just 20 days. It will not even take a month, it shows. So yeah, let's get some other cards. Let me know if you have, any questions as well, or some things that you want me to discuss apart from the love, career, money messages, which, I have shared regarding your current situation. Let me know in the comments as well if, the situation, or, if it resonated, if my message resonated with you, or you got help through my video. Let's check with some angel messages, guidance. Yeah, what you need to do. Let's see. Angels, what my collective needs to know. What is the message? If you believe, so you need to keep faith. It shows that you lack faith, collective. I don't know why is it. You need to have faith in yourself for you to attract things that you like in life or you want in life. Okay. What other messages are? You need to reconsider something. Yes, like I said, the message is you need to keep an open mind, reconsider, and believe in yourself. What else is coming? A year from now, let's see what's coming for a year from now. If you let go, if you let go from a year from now, what is the message? It's the perfect timing for, okay, you'll get a sign, for something good that you need to. Yeah, you have to remain positive to attract the things you want. You have to remain positive. Look for a sign. There will be a perfect timing to attract the pentacle, or the love of your life, or whatever decision you need to make. You need to look for a sign and remain positive. Let go of your fears, or uh, maybe you are also not confident of your decisions or judgments. You need to believe in yourself. You are the best judge of your own life, not others. I might be a tarot reader, I might be, a life coach. How tarot cards or oracle cards work is, there is a issue you're dealing with, and I'll give you the answers, or a way which can help you solve the puzzle of your life. So you're the person who is going to take the decision at the end of the day. It's not me. So I can tell you the way forward, what you need to do. you need to be practical, keep an open mind, logical mind, work towards it to achieve the desired goal. And you need to remain positive, believe in yourself. That's the only way you can you get the desired outcome. What else? Yes, things will work out. This is a yes card. So mostly I have tapped onto your money and love, I think, as per the current scenario. I have done this reading today. It might resonate, and if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. Maybe it doesn't fit you for the current situation or the things you are dealing with. But I hope mostly my collective, as it's a general reading, it might not be very situation specific or helpful for for the specific scenario you're facing. Just come to me to book a personal reading as well. contact.innercanvas@gmail.com. So that's my mail ID, and I'll help you with any situations, life situations you need answering regarding any aspects of your life. Yeah, I'll help you take the decision. See, I'm not you know. I'm not a person who will be predicting the future for you. I don't do prediction readings, but yes, I help you out to get you to a conclusion where you can make a sound judgment or a decision that you are putting a hold to because you are confused. So we need to get out of this confusion, or the negative self belief that you're not worthy. You are worthy. You can do things you like and get what you achieve, but uh, there are things that we need to work on first to achieve that level of success or achievement or self-worth. So I'll be the guide for you and the mentor. And this is Oracle Princess here. So yeah, I'll get back to another live for some other kinds of topics we can discuss. If you have things in mind, you can just tell me in the comments. I'll read all your comments, and we'll see, what else can we talk about in our next live session. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Bye.